Hi, I'm Beverly Mattice. I'm the Building Service Coordinator for the Women's and Children's Program at the Bloom Group. I've been working with the Bloom Group and the Women's and Children's for about 20 years. I started out as housekeeping and gradually built up skills and education and knowledge and everything that I was able to have opportunities open up and work my way into this position. With my mother's permission, I was allowed to bring this.
Is that your mother?
I remember when I first started, I worked the midnight shifts at the Umbrella, and after my first shift, I just felt right at home. I says, geez, I like this place. It feels like home. And ever since, it's pretty well been like that. Everybody is friendly. Everybody is respectful to one another. We all try to support each other as much as we can. And because we know the work is hard, right? And we try to make it as best we can for the residents. Powell Place is the greatest. Am I being biased? I mean, I've been here for so long, but no, I think it's great. I feel right at home. My main responsibilities are that I oversee the buildings, service requests, the housekeepers. I am on the OH&S committee for the Women's and Children's. So in that, I will be following up on accident incident reports, hazard reports, anything to do with that training of staff. I come in, I've already done my office, I do it with lights. I come through here and I inspect all the doorknobs. I will go through all of these first. Then I will come into the coffee room and I'll disinfect. Anywhere where we're kind of touching, I just do a quick one in the morning. And then I grab a broom and a dustpan and I sweep out front of me and then make that down. And I'll read the daily log from the last time that I looked at it to see what was going on in the shelter. I just like to keep up on if there's critical incidences, anything else that's kind of out of the ordinary. We're both.
One space.
One space. So we all work together. And I'm pulling out the services menu binder. And I go over here to the to-do list just to find out what needs to be replaced. So 304's mattress, it says needs to be replaced. I know staff changed that yesterday, so it was completed. There's been some residents that have been here for a while, but it's case by case, right? And then people do go back to whatever housing they may have had, or move on to another shelter, or move on to another space. Hopefully it's their own home. That's what we like for them. Oh, excuse me. I would grab the food service support keys. This one? Yes. We would go to the kitchen because we serve 2 meals a day, and it's very important that we are able to work together between the 4 of us. Maybe somebody would be coming from Spring House to help out to prepare the meals. 60.
60 people.
Yes. So
2 meals a day.
2 meals a day, right? So for kitchen, we have the kitchen, the residence kitchen and stuff, and they do their own breakfast, and we have leftovers and what have you. They can just help themselves, but we do the lunch and the dinner. So if we were short-staffed and this is what I would be doing, it's all hands-on. So this is the residence kitchen. They can come in here. We have leftovers and eggs, milk, bread, or toast. It's 24 hours. We only close it down to clean it. So they can come in here. They can cook whatever they want to cook. So here is the commercial kitchen. It's beautiful. People see this and it's like, oh, I want to get in here and I want to get in here and cook. In the morning when we were doing breakfast, it was pancakes, it was French toast, it was all sorts of things. It gets busy in here. When I'm doing this, I'm also getting some help sometimes. We have one. Through the pandemic, we did have two. Oh, so if I was the one cooking, I would be coming through, checking the fridges to see what's available for lunch and dinner, right? What can I whip up? It's hard going out there and seeing people sleeping in tents. We've heard so much from doctors in the community, support workers, that the women get better, right? They're able to get healthier. That's what it's all about, is that, bringing the women in, giving them a safe place, being able to give them nourishable food where they can get healthy and they can kind of get back on track, whether it be physical health or mental health. Once you got some of that going on and it's getting in there, you can start working on your health and other things. So this is our healing garden. The women come out here. This is where they can have a cigarette, or they could be alone. Maybe they want to have a meal alone. Every once in a while we have to, whose bike is this? Because sometimes they may have checked out and we may have to move the bikes along. But, they can't have the bikes in the rooms. We have no curfews, so they're free to come 24 hours, come and go as they want. Everybody has different schedules. We do intakes 24/7. Yeah, as long as we have a bed, we can do intakes. We don't want people sleeping on the street. We do case by case with the housing situation. It has been longer. It's just there's nothing out there for people to move into. We do have a rapid rehousing support specialist, and all of the staff work with the residents to help them find housing or what's appropriate, because we want them to succeed and keep their housing. We'll go
that way?
Yeah. Normally now I would be looking at the stock because it's quiet in the morning. Normally I'll do the PPE first, and I'll come out and I'll look at the janitorial. We're going into the storage. So this is where we keep our PPE, medical, first aid stuff. And then we also have the Kukums come every second Friday. They're the elders, and they do crafts and meet with the ladies, and they have lunch with them. And they're open to beading, pouch making. So they'll do smudging. We had a workshop a few years ago, and we were learning how to make drums. Apparently you have to give away your first drum, so I gave it to my best friend. I'm going to grab a few of these, and a couple of these that I noticed that they're low on for PPE, because I'm always looking when I'm passing somewhere, what do they need, where are we low. We are now in the learning exchange. This is used when we have training, workshops, meetings. We're storing our PPE here so that staff can come and get it as they need it. So I just kind of check these over, make sure that they have everything that they need. Okay, so about this time, now I just kind of check in a bit.
What do you like most about your job here?
I like that it's ever changing. You're not in an office all the time. You are out dealing with the residents, dealing with the staff. Yeah, every day is different. It has its rewards and its challenges. Technology was a challenge for me. Learning the camera systems, the door systems, and how everything would work in the building. Getting overwhelmed with too many things. Sometimes there's a lot going on. The thing is that you have to be careful, and I have to remind myself of that. Don't slow down, don't stop, because you're gonna burn out. You can't keep on going like this. And then we have vacation time. What has my most important thing? Never to assume. Yeah, sometimes I assume things, and I'm learning never to assume, because it's not what you may think it is. Yeah. I guess my shyness too. That was a challenge for me, of coming out and just meeting with them, dealing with stuff. Yeah. Well, it wasn't actually that long ago that I was just out in the community, and I ran into an ex-resident, and she was telling me, "Beth, how are you doing?" And I'm clean. I've been clean for X amount of years. It's been quite a few. I don't know if it was 6 or 8. I've got my own place. I've got a part-time job. I see my children. I see my grandchildren. I'm doing really well. That is great when you hear those kinds of things, right? That's a big impact. And I think that's what we're doing, right? She stayed in the shelter, and now she's a success story. This is what we do. I was happy. I was really happy for her. I told her, a pandemic time, you can't really hug people, but I would have, just to let her know, hey, I'm happy for you. But it's also nice building those relationships that you can bump into them anywhere and they want to talk to you. And those are the rewards, right? I'm just proud to be working here, It's a good place.